Hello, this is Made by Pam, and I'm Pam, and welcome back. So, I decided this year that I was going to start a new, kind of like journal keeping. So I have this cute little book. It says Dream Big, and I have decided to use this book as like a planner. So, I have my cute little logo, and then I have decided to do on each page what I want to make the month, and then I put what I made or fixed, and then so in here I have written down what I would like to make or accomplish, or what I was working on, and whether or not I got them done. So first thing I did in the month is I made some overalls for my nephew, Jordan. He's 8 years old, and he needed some new pants that work because he's a feeding tube and he is disabled, and so he needed kind of like some overalls. So I made him 4 pairs with McCall's pattern 5508, and for the life of me, I cannot find out where I put that pattern. I have looked in all my patterns, and so I have misplaced it. But I do have a picture of that pattern, and I will pop it up right here. Okay, so I made him 4 pairs of pants. I made a pair of corduroy pants, a pair of green pants, with little monkeys on it, a pair of red pants with picnic ants, and a cornflower blue pants. And I can't remember what I added with that for the life of me. I have a picture on my phone, and I'm going to show you a picture of him in each of those outfits. And I've already shared this on Instagram, so it's there. But I'm going to go ahead and pop in a picture, and pop in a picture of him wearing the red picnic ant pants at school. Okay, next, what I made is I made overalls for my daughter, Elizabeth. So, and I used pattern McCall's 4644, and I just did a cute pair of overalls for her, and I read on the back of different fabrics you could use, and decided that the pants I made would work, the fabric would work out perfectly for this. So here are the pants. Yep, I have a piece of string on them. Okay, so it has cute little pockets on the front, and she likes to put her hands in them. Has put little buttons, and they are working buttons. I can get it undone. So they are working buttons. It's not like she ever needs to undo those side buttons, but just in case she ever did. And then has buttons that snap up the front. It's so cute. And then I finished most of the seams with my serger. And then I realized today when I was doing laundry that I should have finished off this little edge with the serger. And granted, it's not too late to do that, and so I might just do that. But it is kind of, you know, frayed quite a bit because I didn't do a serging stitch. I just did the stitch that goes across. So I'm probably going to go ahead and serge those up so they'll stay looking nicer longer. Okay, well that, and I'm going to pop in a picture right here of her wearing the pants. Okay, so next I made 2 outfits. So I used the Project One Runway Simplicity pattern 2927, and I decided to try to do like a muslin, like just a practice set, because I wanted to make sure that it was going to fit right, and I didn't want to use my fabric that I had originally intended to use. So I have this cute pink fabric. Well, no, I'm sorry, red fabric. I used pink, but this is red fabric. And I just thought it would look really great, you know, as one of those. And I was like, that is going to be perfect. But I only had a limited amount of this fabric. So I wanted to do a practice set, a practice pair. So I ended up making 2 different items. So here's the first one. So it has the button that goes here, and these are working buttons, and I looked through all my stash and made sure I found just the perfect buttons, and it just has enough of that bling to kind of go with the trim. And the trim here I got from Joann's. The buttons, I think the buttons I got from Walmart a while ago, and they were on clearance. And then on the back, it's supposed to be zipped all the way up, but what happened is I did this back panel and realized that I shouldn't have put the zipper in yet because I was trying to get ahead of myself. And so I'm like, oh, well, I'm just going to start a whole new one. So I decided to use this panel for this with this cute little fabric here. And it adds a nice contrast to it. I actually like this pink better than I do this pink. And then on the inside, I've just done like a little panel here. And I've sewn it in and serged it. And it is sewn into the edge there. And then on the side, on the sleeves, I did short sleeves, and I just added a nice little contrasting fabric. And then I realized when I cut the fabric, because it's directional fabric, I, you know, had the fabric folded, and so it cut one side the right direction and the other side the upside down direction. Go figure. But I only had a limited amount of fabric for that. So, yeah. I don't have enough left to do anything substantial. I do have the scraps left, and the scraps I usually save to sew into some kind of patch quilt. Okay, so I have this cute little trim, and it has those pockets, and then I added the trim on the bottom of the hem, which adds a nice little detail to it. Okay, so the first one that I made is this one, and I added just these simple buttons, kind of like a little fancy, but they're non-functioning. They don't open up. I just basically just stitched them down. And then on this, I did rickrack, and I had gotten this rickrack from Joann's, a while back, and I went back to Joann's to try to find some more, and they didn't have any. So I went to 2 different Joann's, and I ran out of time, but I couldn't find any. So I looked on Etsy and I found some, and I thought I ordered it, but it hasn't arrived yet, and I don't know if I did or not. I'm pretty sure I did. I just don't know. So, but it'll be okay. But I've got the Rick Practicals there, and then I've taken and I've also closed in that front because I don't like the skin showing. It's just, you know, yeah. And it's got pockets, and then I have just made this a tunic instead of a dress. So it's kind of long. Kind of hard to see too. Okay. See? Kind of long. It works. And it's got the 3/4 inch sleeves. And it's just got the self-facing. And then on the pockets, I've done like a contrasting fabric. And I got this beautiful contrasting lining fabric from EJ. On EJ Create. She is wonderful. And I've also used that contrasting fabric on the inside here. And then I put this inside here after I got this other one done, because I finished this one and realized I didn't like the hole and I had to do something with it. So it's not quite as neatly finished on the inside as this one is, because I did this one and then I did this one. But yes, but I had enough trim to do the sleeves and along here. I wanted to do trim along the bottom too, but I couldn't find any more, and I found it on Etsy, but I don't know if it's coming or not. I've looked and I can't find any record of any of it except for my credit card, and I don't know. So those are what I have done for the month of January. It's what I got done. And then I did sew a zipper in the back of a giant teddy bear for my brother. And Daniel, my 7-year-old, wanted to try it on. And so I'm going to go ahead and insert a picture here of him in the teddy bear dancing around for you. There we go. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and it's been great. And the next video I do is going to go over what I have planned for February and what I have done so far this month and what I plan to do. So have a wonderful day. Bye.